So, welcome to our live here on YouTube. This is October the 11th, and we are going to be having a great time here today. For those of you who are just meeting, I am Julian Greg, a techpreneur, and I assist small and medium sized businesses in taking their business online, making it sustainable as well as profitable. Okay, so today's topic is going to be a very interesting one, and one that is near and dear to my heart. And we are going to be discussing how you approach financial institutions with regards to now your online business. So you've said that, okay, I'm going to be doing this business, I'm going to be launching this website or this other type of online entity, and now I actually need someone to process those payments for me. So when you now move forward and you've set up a meeting and you need, whether that be a Zoom meeting or a face-to-face, the key thing is that you want to sound credible, right? You want to do your due diligence. You want to sound not like a newbie, but you need to know what it is that you're going to be asking these people. And the key thing here is, like any good relationship, them as an institution are going to be interviewing you, and they're interviewing you really to see if you're a good fit for them, if as a customer or as a client. But what you want to be focused on is, you want to be focused on, are they a good fit for you? Are they a good fit for your business and for your plans? Okay, so let's get into some of the things that you should be walking in there and asking them about, which will influence your decision process. And that decision process, therefore, is, are they, as I say, the right fit for you? So starting off, what would be one of the first questions? One of the first questions you're going to be asking is, you're going to ask, what payment processors or payment gateways do you work with? So you're asking that to the financial institution, you're asking that to the bank. Let's say, who do you work with? Why is that important? The importance there is, it's all part of an ecosystem. Yeah. So your e-commerce solution is not going to stand alone. Somebody has to process the payments for it. And them as a bank obviously need the e-commerce solution to also plug into. So the two have to be integrated. There are limitations from the payment service provider or the payment gateways with regards to which solutions they work with and are compatible with. So at the start, you need to know which ones does this financial institution, if you're going to do business with them, which ones do they work with. Okay. I always recommend to my customers and to my clients, of course, that you want to be doing this at the start of the process. You don't want to be building a solution and then coming to the end of the build and then saying, okay, now we need to collect some payments. No, you want to be thinking payments first. So at the start, when you're putting together this idea, when you're putting together your online business and your business plan and everything else, you need to be factoring in, have that discussion with a potential financial institution that you're going to be working with. Okay, so you need to know, as I say, upfront, which ones that they are qualified to work with, and then you can do your homework and your due diligence to see what influence that will have on the solution that you choose. Okay, which platform or e-commerce platform, or solution you're going to be therefore either limited to or lean towards with regards to your choices. Okay, so this is all we're looking to do, is we're looking to obviously make it very, very good for your business. Okay, so that's the key thing. Okay, so what's the second question that you're going to be asking? The second question you're going to be asking, of course, is, what is the merchant discount rate that you're going to be charging me? Yeah, so the bank, the financial institution, they are going to be taking out some of those funds. So how does a merchant discount rate work? So the merchant discount rate is the amount that the bank is going to be charging you for processing those transactions. What does that mean? Breaking it down, let's say that you have an item for $100 and the bank says that my merchant discount rate is going to be 5%. That means that when that transaction comes through, you sell 1 unit of the $100 thing, transaction comes through, the bank first and foremost is going to take out $5. Okay, so 5%, if they say that that's the merchant rate, Of course, if it's 4%, then they'll be taking out $4. So $100 coming in gross, but then net is going to be $95, for example, if you're using a 5% merchant discount rate. There are some other fees to take into consideration down the line, but this is going to be the major one, right? Because this is ongoing. So you need to know here in the Caribbean, and specifically here in Barbados, I've seen everything from 2.5 to, let's say, 6-7%. Number of variables that are involved in there, the risk involved in the business, the size of the business, the number of transactions that you're going to be doing, the dollar value of those transactions. There are a number of factors that go into deciding with regards to what your merchant discount rate is. Okay, so that's a decision and that's a discussion that you have to have directly with your financial institution. But you need to also, obviously, from a business point of view, now take that into consideration when you're pricing your goods. So you are this is an overhead. This is an operational cost for doing business online. So you just need to factor it in and make sure that you know what that is. So that's the second question that you're going to be asking right up front. Payment processor, and then what is your merchant discount rate? Okay, the financial institution will probably ask you for you to provide quite a bit of information. And of course, please let me know in the comments below if you would like me to get into some more details with regards to, or do another video with regards to, what exactly you're going to need to take to them if you want to get that merchant account, process your payments online. Okay, so we're 2 questions in. You are sounding more and more confident with regards to what you're looking for, and what you need that institution to let them know that you're not just coming to say, hey, let me just take a service from you, but you are, as I say, interviewing them to see the proper fit for your organization. Third one, question number 3 is, of course, cash flow. Cash flow is still very important. Not physical cash now, but digital cash flow is still very important for the operation of your business, right, in this online world. So you want to know, how long does the financial institution take to process those payments? Yeah. Is that going to be a day? Is that going to be a couple of hours? Is that going to be 2 days? How long does it take from the time that customer is clicking to the time that it's actually showing up in your bank account, your business bank account? So you need to also factor in, therefore, versus a cash sale where somebody will walk in and give you physical cash. This is now a digital sale. So for that digital sale, how long is that digital sale going to take to be reconciled and then turn up in my account? Very important, because that is what you need to be keeping a track of from an operational point of view, specifically now when you're doing business in this online world. So we're 3 questions in. As I say, you're sounding good, and hopefully that information is also influencing the decisions that you're taking now with regards to your online business. Question number 4. So question number 4 is, what type or frequency of reporting is available? So why is that important? Well, of course, that's important because you also, as I say, have a business to run. It's an online business, but it's still a business. So you need to know, for example, you need to do some reconciliation with regards to your e-commerce solution and the information that you're getting from the bank. If it is a full e-commerce solution, of course, you're going to be getting, as I say, 2 different bits of information, and you need to now do that reconciliation. You need to now make sure that if you processed 50 orders yesterday, are all 50 of those orders valid? Did people put in fake credit cards? Did everything go through fine? Can I now ship out these items if it is, whether it's physical goods or it is digital goods? Can you now send those items directly to those customers? Yeah, is everything okay? Was it a stolen card that was used? All of these are valid potential outcomes from somebody shopping on your site, right? Or interfacing with your online business. And so you want to know from them what type of frequency. Is that going to be hourly? Is that going to be daily? What format is it going to come in? Is it just going to come in as a PDF? Can you get it as a spreadsheet? So that you can now do some manipulation and have an easy way of doing some reconciliation with your other aspects which are coming out from your e-commerce software. Okay, so you can match back an order and know that you're ready to send this off accordingly. So reporting, definitely what gets reported on gets managed, and obviously you want to be focusing on that when you're dealing with an online business. Okay, so we're on to question number 5. We're there already. So question number 5 is going to be, what cards do you process? Okay, so why is that even relevant, Julian? So what cards do the banks process? What cards do that particular financial institution process? So that, again, will be determined by what your needs are, meaning for your business, are you just doing local business? If you're just doing local business, then I suppose you're just going to be asking for debit cards and credit cards, mainly Visa and MasterCard. Okay, we know that those are the 2 largest ones in the local environment. However, do you have overseas customers, or do you have potential overseas customers, or customers who are going to be using a different card to interact and to shop on your site? So how do they deal with American Express? How do they deal with Discover, with JCB, with an Asian card or something out of Europe? How do they process that? You want to know based on, therefore, obviously, the focus of your business. If your business, obviously, just as I said, local people, you're cool. If not, and you have no potential international clients, you want to know that, or be very comfortable and confident that you're able to process their payment. Okay, so you're going to be asking, what cards or brands are you able to process, so you can understand that from your business point of view, how you're going to be doing that. And of course, if this is of value to you, please let me know what other questions you would want either to be asking, or the relevance of those other questions in a discussion with a financial institution, right? So let me know in the comments below, and of course, I will happily get back to you. Okay, we're on to question number 6. So number 6 is, how do you manage chargebacks? Okay, so Julian, what is a chargeback, and why is this question why are we even asking this question? So a chargeback specifically is a situation where a customer has purchased or given you your card information to potentially purchase a product or a service from you, and they've changed their mind. It could be truly error on their part, or maybe that they're just disgruntled, or they, as I say, just changed their mind. So they're like, I know I said I wanted to get this red t-shirt, Barbados-based t-shirt, but I don't want to get it anymore. Okay, so the customer can call their financial institution and say, please turn back that transaction. I no longer want that. And so what will happen is determined by the financial institution that you're working with. So you want to know what's going to happen with those funds, with that transaction. Is that going to be taken out of your account? Are you going to be penalized from the point of view of customers being disgruntled or saying they don't want this product or service anymore? You need to have that discussion with your financial institution up front. Ask them how and what happens when there are chargebacks. Yeah, how do they deal with it? And so you know what the process is ahead of time. Very important question. Moving on to question number 7. So question number 7 is, do I need a website? And you say, well, that sounds almost kind of counterintuitive, but it's a very valid question. So, what's your business model? And can the financial institution process payments for you without a website? This will come down to the same who the payment processors are that they're working with and what solutions they have available. So some financial institutions will be able to say, yep, not a problem. Some will say, no, yes, you do need to have a website because of A, B, or C, and we need to know tie this back from a security aspect point of view. So you need to ask the question depending on the range of products or solutions that they have available, so that can influence you. If you're a smaller entity, of course, you don't want the hassle of spinning up a website, but you do want to be collecting payments online. Yeah. So if you want to be collecting those payments, you need to be asking that direct question. Do I need to factor in the development of a website, or am I good to go with just being able to point my customers to this area to be able to collect those payments? Okay, so very valid question. Do you need a website? All right, moving on to question number 8. And what's question number 8? Question number 8 gets us back into the nitty-gritty of the operational aspect. And question number 8 is, what are the payment gateway fees? Okay, so we spoke about the merchant discount rate as kind of the number 1. And now we're down at number 8, asking what are the payment gateway fees? So you need to know from the payment processors or payment gateway that the financial institution or bank are working with, what are the fees that need to be paid? Are those paid again per transaction? Are those paid on a monthly basis? And what are those fees? You need to take into consideration, as I say, for the pricing of your goods or service, understanding when I'm selling my products or my services, these are all of the things that I need to take into consideration. These are the funds that are coming out, and this is what I'm going to get net coming into my account. Along that line, we're moving into question number 9. And question number 9 is, what are the other back charges? Yeah, so again, we're stacking and stacking and stacking. So we have the merchant discount rate, we have the payment gateway fees, and we also potentially have other bank charges or other bank fees. Right? So you need to know again upfront, what are those? How much do you have to pay for a business bank account or a merchant account? What fees do that particular financial institution, and as I said, there are quite a few of them that you can work with. What particular way do they charge that? Do they all lump it together, or is it broken out separately? So I've seen it work in both scenarios. Some banks will tell you, you can make your payments directly to the payment service provider or the payment gateway for their services, and then you pay me for my bank services. Others have said, hey, let's just roll it all up together, and this is what your consolidated fees will look like and charges will look like. Okay, so that will differ depending on the financial institution that you're going and talking to. So you need to be asking that up front, so for your business what that's going to be. Finally, question number 10, and it's an important one as well. So question number 10 would be, what merchant devices do you offer and do you support? So why is that important? So if you are a full, true online only entity, that's fine. You're obviously only just going to be processing stuff online. However, if you are a delivery type service, can I take that order online, and then when I get to the physical delivery and drop off point, be swiping a card at that point in time? So now you need to know, all right, can I, or do I need to have a fixed location? Do I need to have a device that can take a SIM card, or can this device just work on Wi-Fi? And you need to have that discussion directly with that financial institution to say, are you therefore able to provide these different devices? Yeah. So what merchant devices do you support? Because depending on your business model, that may still be relevant. So hope these were useful, get your mind thinking with regards to these are These are questions that I have answered for my customers and clients. These are questions I've sat in meetings with the same financial institutions and walked through, but I need you to be taking these questions into consideration. And if you're going to be doing it directly yourself, you need to be asking them these questions to influence your decision process. I am Julian Gregg, as I say, your techpreneur and your online business coach. And so if you want to do any further or get some further information, of course, please feel free to reach out. Please feel free to follow and subscribe. And of course, leave all your questions and I will be back in another video. If you found this video useful, of course, let me know as well. Other topics that you want to hear more information about. I'll keep these live streams and other videos going. See you in the next video.